Hey team, I wanted to come on here today and really dive in on your why behind this business. Why did you sign up to be a coach? What is that deep inner, feeling that you want with this business to move forward and to grow, whether it's part-time, full-time, and what are your goals? So this video right here is going to be more of like why and not how. It's not how you do something, it's why you want to do it. So this is going to be super quick, nothing crazy, but I really wanted to just go over grounding your actions in your why. So I wrote down a couple of notes, and your why is really what's going to take you to the end, and trusting the how in your business is what's going to bring you those goals. So this business is literally 95% your mindset and 5% the mechanics, the how-tos, how to do something, how to move forward, and literally the back end. So 95% of that is your mind. And that is what's gonna bring success in your business. It's your mindset. That's why we really believe and really encourage everybody to read personal development, because it is all in your mind that's gonna drive you forward, even through the hard times, the good times, and everything. So I want you guys to write down your intuition and your thoughts as it comes to you during this call, okay? Your why is your foundation, who you are, and what you want to achieve. So think about your why. And really not just, oh, I want more money, I want to, quit my 9 to 5, but really your why. Why do you feel a certain way? And what are you going to do to get to that goal of yours with this business, okay? So my why before I started a couple years ago was to get out of my 9 to 5 job and potentially having the ability to have a savings for my future kids. And when I signed up as a coach, I was just dabbling in the business just for fun, trying to, figure everything out. And once I became pregnant with my first little baby is where I really dove into what is my why and why am I going to run this business. So excuse my little girl screaming in the background. So deep down, I wanted to have that freedom in the future, to have the ability to have a savings account for my girls, or have that, just in case something ever happened, that they had something, or not having to send them to daycare and being able to stay home with them and be the one that raises them and sees those every little moment. So my why was really deep. It was me not having to leave her into a daycare and feel upset, and going to a job where paid me even not enough money to, to pay for the daycare. So that was my deep inner why. With this opportunity, like many of you guys, I was nervous, I was scared, but I was excited. And all those things work together with, having that drive behind why I started this business and my why, and then being that nervous, scared, but excited, which was a great combination. But I want you guys to know, just like you, I had no idea what I was doing. We all don't know what we're doing. And the best part of this business, that it is taking action, and you're always able to figure everything out in this business. It's not like you join and you have to be the fittest, or you have to know everything about nutrition or the programs, and you have to know everything 100%. It's about wanting to help yourself and help others is what's gonna move your business forward. So just remember that. I thought it was a scam, it was a pyramid scheme maybe. I wasn't sure if people actually did this full time. So we all have those misconceptions. But the more I learned about it and the more I had that why behind, I really want this to work, is what kept me going. But I knew that all the tools and having my coach and talking to her, having that support system behind it, was going to allow me to move forward in this business and really make it grow. So I knew that having that coaching community and that support was a huge, huge deal for me, and why I knew that it was something that wasn't only something spammy or wasn't going to work, because I knew that the tools and seeing success in others was allowed for me too. Even though I had no clue what I was doing, I was just recovering from overtraining, not eating enough, and had all the misconceptions and doubts, not only the business, but by myself and of myself, that I didn't know how to run a business. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to network. I didn't have a lot of followers, all the things. But with all the tools and having a coach behind you is such a big deal. And you have to think about what your goals are. If you want to make $10,000, your income and your business will become the direct reflection of the amount of lives that you change. So if you have that goal set in mind, I want to make such and such amount of money, those actions need to align to what your goals are to get there. Because if your goal is to be a 6-figure earner, but you're only inviting 2 people a week, then you need to reevaluate your goals or reevaluate your actions to get into those goals. Okay, guys? The biggest thing with this business is if you really want to make it successful and grow that residual income, it's really important to grow your own team, but you want to help at least 5 people a month. So you could call it the 5 Lives Changed Club and get to Success Club 10. That is what's really going to drive your business forward and really going to help you rank advance and get to those goals faster. And of course, if you want to make this part-time or just dabble on the side, that's totally up to you. But your goal really every month should be helping, at least 5 people. And don't stop there. If you can help more, help more. The more, the better. And ask yourself, are you willing to put into the work to get to those goals? Are you willing to make sacrifices with your friends or giving up your favorite TV show or not doing something? Are you going to do those actions to get there? And I want you to remember, with this opportunity, you have all the tools and the solution for people. So it's not about selling a challenge pack. It's really about meeting people where they are and offering them the total solution. You have to know that you have something special, that you are offering them something that's going to change their life, whether it's with fitness, nutrition, or financially. So I really want you guys to think, are you willing to do what it takes? Are you just going to invite 2 to 3 people a week and then hope for the best? Or are you actually going to, put in the work behind this business, and having that faith and just that mindset that you are going to be unstoppable, and learning every single day and just failing forward and just learning all the things with making this business and knowing that it is possible. Because once you start hitting those little ranks in the beginning with Emerald and Diamond, you start to see that success. And that's what's going to drive you, is that initial jump start in this business where you see the potential, and then you see that potential with growing a business and getting people to sign up and having that system in place, which is going to jump forward into the future. So be sure to take that massive action. Stop watching your TV shows. Stop, going out to certain date nights with your friends. Stop playing certain sports. Stop playing video games. Stop just dabbling on Instagram when you're not doing something, and really dive into this business. And if there's questions where you're unsure of how to invite, or how do you network and find people to come to your page, or how do you find something on your website, there's so many different things that you could look up, and Google is your best friend. So ask a coach, ask a success partner, ask anybody, or Google it, and you could find the answer. You sit and you could wish okay. If you are sitting and watching and seeing these people go on these Success Club trips or summit trips or having retreats together, and you want that to be you, then you need to sit and really focus in on how many invites should I be doing? What should I be doing every single day? If something's not working, then you need to fix it. But really understanding that is why your why is so important, because it is what's going to drive you to do these little action steps. They're so easy to do, but they're so easy not to do, because you could just not do them. Months will pass, years can pass, and then you'll wonder, well, if I only did this then, right? So make sure that you're connecting, you're forming, you're inviting, you're sharing your story, and just being genuine about it. You know that this works. You do it. You do the programs, you do the nutrition, you do your best, you share your journey, good, bad, ugly, pretty, all that things. And that is what's gonna attract people to you, being genuine and sharing your story. So if you're struggling with something, if you're having wins with something, just share that. If you love sharing recipes, if you love sharing about your kids, if you love sharing about traveling, knitting, painting, whatever your interests are, have a goal and set that why behind it. And what I really want to say is, when you think about this business, I want you to work as if your life depends on it, like your kids depend on it, like you're going to wake up tomorrow and not have food on the table. Are you going to invite just 2 people? Or are you going to invite 50 people and understand how the mechanics work? So really treat this business like a business, and the rest will follow. Just be consistent, invite, share your journey, shout people out, do your personal development, and the rest will follow. So I want you to have that belief system in your why behind it, okay? That's a big, big, big one. If you're sick and tired, you're not enough, not spending enough time with your family, you're not traveling enough, you wish you took your kids on a vacation, like whatever that is, have that drive you every single morning to move forward and keep showing up. So it all comes down to perspective, and ask yourself, are you willing to take that extra time and make that sacrifice to really get to where you want to go? Okay? So write these things down as I go through them. You have two choices, and take a hard look at your life, okay? One, you could back off this business. You could do it casually, help some lives, spend the rest of your, years in your 9 to 5, do this for fun, and being stuck in something that you don't want. Even if you love your job, it's okay. But do you want to be stuck and not pursue something and think, well, what if one day? Or do you want to pursue it, okay? Number 2, do you want to push through the hard times and sacrifice so you can buy back that time and that freedom in the future? Just because it might take you 2 or 3 or 4 years of hustling in this business and making those sacrifices, imagine if 4 years from now or less, you have the freedom to bring your spouse home or travel or have savings for your kids, being in that 6-figure business, and just having that freedom of time, which is a huge deal that a lot of us can't buy back. So you have 2 choices. You can push with this business through the hard times, the good times, all of it, and having that belief behind it and your why, or you could sit in your job or where you are today and just accept that that is something that you want to do and you're not willing to put into action. So you really do have only 2 choices. And are you ready to take that massive action to get there? And if you are, I want you to listen to the National Wake Up Calls, have your why behind you, show up to the team calls, ask questions, and just keep failing forward. Do the 4 vital behaviors every day, which is personal development, recognition, inviting, following up with people, and your personal development. And the rest will follow with this business. But you have to put your heart and soul into it, give up on the things that you have to sacrifice, and just keep pushing forward.